Now the word to you, Kalle, for your take on Dorticos versus Tabiti.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the teams, welcome to Latvia, and we look forward to a sensational night of boxing in, for me, one of the most exciting weight classes on the planet. We saw it last season, we've seen it this season in the first fights. Both guys have got through tough quarterfinals. I wouldn't say they were the prettiest fights, but they had to get through. They were tough fights, and their styles are made for each other. I think on Saturday night, we're going to get absolute fireworks in the ring, in the biggest light display in boxing, the biggest production in boxing. And, you know, the Ali Trophy, when we set out a couple of years ago with this project, was to travel the world with great events. And make no mistake, Dorticos Tabiti is a fight that really normally would be taking place in the old meccas of boxing, whether it's New York, Vegas, LA. But this fight's taking place in Latvia. Like I said yesterday, Las Rigas. We are turning this place on Saturday into the pinnacle of the boxing world. It's a place that has developed. We saw here earlier an undercard presser. We saw the development of the sport in this country, and that's what I think Muhammad Ali will be very proud. You know, him and the family, they signed off on being the virtual ambassadors for this tournament. It's in the name of Ali. He traveled the world as a fighter, we all know that. He traveled in the name of boxing, and these guys are all doing it. You know, they put it on the line. You know, it was very easy. If I look at, you know, Tabiti, he could have fought the mandatory, didn't have to go in the tournament. He could have sat on the side, took, you know, won the title, done a couple of voluntaries, made some money, and sat it out. But they, you know, Dorticos has done it 2 years running. They put their livelihoods at risk. They put everything, because it's all for the glory. It's all to be the best. This is the best against the best. And as I said yesterday, there's too much sometimes in our sport that the champions avoid each other, the challengers avoid each other. You know, we saw a great upset in New York last week, or 10 days ago now. And that's what boxing's about. It's about the levels. And this is about taking it to another level. And on Saturday night, believe me, these are two of the very, very best cruiserweights on the planet. And I'm just very, very excited. And over to the two gladiators now to give their thoughts on this enthralling contest. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalle. Let's begin with you, Andrew. A big night coming up. How are you looking forward to Saturday?
I think Saturday is going to be a good night. You know, we have Dorticos. You know, he's, you know, knockout artist. Have a lot of knockouts. You know, me as well. You know, I have a lot of knockouts, and you know, I think it's going to be some fireworks. I came well prepared. You know, and I'm ready to get the W.
And what would it mean to you to win a world title and to reach the final for the Muhammad Ali Trophy?
I mean, this is everything I dreamed of since I started boxing. You know, to be world champion, and it's, you know, it's crazy how everything worked. You know, I'm here well prepared for this fight. You know, I'm taking this guy very serious, training three times a day, running 5 miles every day. You know, I don't know if these guys look over me or what, but you know, I'm not here playing around with anybody. I'm coming trying to get this W.
And what's your prediction, other than the W?
Winning. That's the only prediction. Winning any way out. You know, find the best way to win.
Thanks, Andrew. Otis, tell us how you have prepared Andrew for the fight and what you expect from him on Saturday.
Well, I expect for them to see a totally different Andrew Tabiti, more prepared, coming forward. He'll take his confidence from him and pretty much from that point take over the fight.
Thanks, Otis. Junior, let's move on to you. How are you looking forward to Saturday?
Bueno, primeramente quiero darle las gracias a todas las personas que están participando en la conferencia de prensa de Dorticos Tabiti.
Good afternoon, everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's here today, all the press and the media that's here on behalf of Dorticos and Tabiti Press Conference.
darle las gracias a Dios por poder estar aquí hoy,
I would like to thank God for the opportunity that has given me and my team to be here today.
a World Boxing Super Series,
World Boxing Super Series,
Mayweather Promotion,
Mayweather Promotions,
Caribe Promotion, Warrior Boxing,
Caribe Promotions, my promotional companies, and Warriors Boxing.
a Kelly por darme una oportunidad aquí, estar aquí en el torneo.
I would like to thank personally Kelly for giving me this second opportunity that I'm not going to let it go to waste this time around.
Y nada, quiero decirle que esto va a ser una buena pelea y yo seré el ganador. Ustedes saben que yo no vengo a jugar, yo vengo a hacer mi trabajo.
I want everybody to know that, and I think a lot of people already know me. You know, I came here to do my work, my job, what I've trained for. I came to win, and y'all going to know that, and you're going to see that, and probably a lot of you already know that as well.
Bueno, muchas gracias y que sigan las preguntas.
Thank you, everything, and if any questions, we'll get to that now.
Thank Junior. Pedro, what do you expect from Junior on Saturday?
Bueno, muchas gracias a todos y a esta liga por darnos la oportunidad de participar por el segundo año consecutivo.
I would like to thank, to be here today with the team, also for the World Boxing Super Series, to giving us this opportunity to be part of the tournament.
Dorticos ha hecho una gran preparación. Nosotros no estamos confiados, pero tampoco estamos preocupados.
Dorticos had a phenomenal training camp. We're not looking past him, but at the same token, we know we're 100% to go.
Y mi tranquilidad es que yo estoy con el mejor boxeador del mundo en mi rincón.
One thing for sure that I know is that I'm at peace because I have next to me the best boxer in the world.
Gracias y esperen mañana la victoria todos de Dorticos.
Thank you all, and on Saturday night you will see the victory.
And Junior, what would it mean to you to reach the final this year?
¿Qué significaría para ti llegar a la final este año?
Bueno, significa muchas cosas, ya que todos tenemos muchos objetivos. Bueno, el mío es llegar a la final y ser el campeón de la Copa Mohamed Ali. Y día de mañana eso sería algo muy importante para la carrera mía del boxeo.
It's going to be amazing, getting to the finals. It's something that I've always thought about. It's my objective, winning the Muhammad Ali Trophy, and becoming a unified champion. That's the ultimate goal. ¿Qué es tu predicción de la pelea, Dortico?
Mi predicción es que voy a ganar. El knockout va a venir solo. Yo voy a hacer mi trabajo, lo que siempre he hecho, lo que siempre le ha gustado a la fanática del boxeo. Y nada, el sábado se va a ver.
I'm going to do my job, what I always do. The knockout's going to come. It's not something that I look for. It just comes on naturally because that's just me. It's my style of fighting, and that's what fans love and they like to see. And that's what I'm going to give them Saturday night.
Thanks to both fighters. Any questions from the floor?
Explain the situation of the IBF. Obviously, they both highly ranked with the IBF.
Yeah, very simple. With the IBF, we have applied for the full world championship. The current status is that we're waiting to hear back. We should hear back by Saturday. In a logical world, there's no reason why it can't happen. It should happen, and it will happen. Whether it's now or before the final, it will happen. The question is whether it happens now before Saturday night. Would be nice. The WBO and WBC have already gone ahead, and we expect the IBF to follow suit. But we've applied. We have to go through the formalities of it, and that's the status at the moment. So we're working hard behind the scenes.
I have a question for Andrew. You are quite an overlooked fighter. Bookies got Dorticos in ratio 2-1. Are you going to make a statement on Saturday night?
I think this fall right in the game plan. I want everybody to overlook me, the bookies. It's just my coming out party. I believe his style is tailor-made for me to look good, and I'm just going to take everything you know, everything that he thinks is his strength away. And, you know, I'm just humble about the situation and this opportunity, and, you know, I'm just ready to fight.
I'll just follow up on that. I love the bookies. You know, they're always winning, and they're always, you know, they always think they're clever. But at the end of the day, all these fights, all the semis are 50-50s. Yeah? And you're talking such top-level athletes, gladiators, what do you want to call them, boxers, fighters, you know, got lots of marketing terms for them, but at the end of the day, there are two amazing athletes. The difference here is probably that everyone's seen Dorticos on this level before, and to be fair to Andrew, he had a very awkward opponent, which he got through with flying colours in the first round, but it wasn't the prettiest fight. It wasn't down to him, because he actually has a very fun, exciting fight style to watch. But he did a sensational to go to Russia and beat the Russian, you know. So I think, you know, read into bookies all night long, but this is a 50-50 best versus the best, and that's what it's all about.
This is to go to obviously, we spoke highly about you spoke highly about wanting to fight Bridis in the final. Is that because you feel he's an easier fighter than Glowacki, or just you just prefer to fight him?
You asking Dorticos that? Él dice que tú escogiste en la final contra Bridis en preferencia de Glowacki. ¿Por qué fue eso?
Él fue semifinalista en la Copa anterior y yo también, por eso dije que Brady.
He says that it wasn't about choosing one or the other. He feels that at the end of the day, he was a semifinalist in the first season, so it was Brady's. We're in his hometown, and you know he's rooting for Brady to win, so they can settle the score and see who the best is, and which it will be him.
Raymond's Gekish, Latvian television. Question to both boxers. This is a knockout stage tournament, and the goal is to be the unified champion. But since it's a Muhammad Ali trophy, do you somehow embrace the Muhammad Ali spirit? Thanks.
Embrace the spirit of the trophy.
Yeah, you know, I do embrace it. That's one of the first fighters that I grew up watching, and you know, this is a big deal for me. Fight for the Ali Trophy. It's real big, and you know, I take this very serious, and you know, it's a great opportunity.
Para mí es un honor pelear en la Copa esta Muhammad Ali, ya que Muhammad Ali fue una historia de boxeo y nada, esto va a representar mucho, ya que Muhammad Ali amaba el boxeo cubano también y nada.
This is historic. You know, Muhammad Ali was the greatest of all time. You know, and it's an honor for me to be here as well, and for me to fight him for this honor and his name, his legacy, and also Muhammad Ali. You know, we had great relationship. You know, us being Cuban fighters and him in USA back in the day. So it means a whole lot to us. You know, to the Cubans, to the Latins, to Hispanics, you name it, worldwide, and for the boxing fans.
Hello, I would like to ask about fighters. You're fighting such a huge fight very far from home. Could you talk about how comfortable you're feeling here in Latvia, a relatively small country, which is not a boxing country?
It is a boxing country. Viva Las Rigas. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I feel real comfortable. You know, it doesn't matter anywhere in the world. You know, I'm here to fight. You know, and just give my best show. You know, I want to thank everybody from Riga coming out. You know, having me come out and fight, and this is a great experience. And you know, I'm gonna do my best.
Yo me siento bien cómodo. Yo he peleado en todos los países europeos. He peleado en Rusia, Bulgaria, Turquía, Kazajstán, Francia, Alemania. Y no es nada nuevo estar peleando aquí. Esto para mí es un honor. Así ya de paso Riga me conoce y nada, estoy súper feliz, estoy cómodo.
I'm excited. I'm happy. To me, this is the norm. You know, being in the national team in Cuba, he's traveled the world. He's fought in Europe many times, Russia, Azerbaijan, Bulgaria, Kazakhstan, you name it. And if Lavia didn't know about me, come Saturday night, they're gonna know about me. And you know, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nice.
Okay. This is last one to Andrew, obviously. In your last fight, it wasn't the best pleasing on the eye, obviously, due to your opponent. Do you feel any pressure to maybe push the pace a bit more in a fight in a more aggressive manner just to please the fans?
I went all the way out to Russia, and fought a Russian. He was an awkward guy. But fighters, we go through things that, the fans and the media don't really know about, But, that's not for me to discuss. I don't make any excuses. I go out there and I fight and I do my best. I feel like I fought the best fight I can fight with a Russian fighter. He gassed out. He was holding most of the fight. The ref should have took about 10 points away from him. Every time I hit him, he hold me. Because I have, everybody say knockout power, but I have knockout power too, and I'm underestimated. My knockout power is underestimated for this fight, and that's why the Russian was holding, because he felt it. But like I said, it's complications that fighters go through that that we don't talk about, and I came out with the victory, and that's all that matters. On to the next.
All right, thank you. Any last words from the top table?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank Kelly, your brother, Sutherland, World Boxing Super Series, on behalf of Caribe Promotions, our boxing promotional company, our co-promoter partner, Warriors Boxing, Lavia, all the fans, all the press, all the media. This is going to be an amazing event. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be historic. Once again, we're here in our second season of the World Boxing Super Series, and once and for all, y'all going to see who Yunel Dorticos is. Top fighter, elite fighter. Sometimes in life you got to get knocked down to get back up, and we are back here again from Sochi, from his last loss, but we are back here again in Europe and Lavia to pick up the belt he left behind and make history and move on to the finals and unify and win the Muhammad Ali Trophy. So don't miss it. Come out and support all the Lavian people, all the fans, everybody here locally. They've been amazing. Thank you for having us here, and look forward to Saturday night.
Thanks, Luis.
Thank you again for the input, but I'm glad you have the confidence in your fighter, and you step up to make this challenge, and we're accepting it, and we'll be the first one to put you where you belong.
Thank you, Otis. All right, thank you to everyone at the top table. Thank you for the press for showing up today, and let's move on to the head-to-head photos.